Oh yeah, we're heading to Karachi, Pakistan. So it's my first time to Pakistan, but quite excited for this trip. So yeah, you can see that this flight is quite full, but yeah, quite excited to go to this country in South Asia. So yeah. So we're now boarding the aircraft to Karachi, Pakistan. Then I'll spend a day in Karachi, Pakistan. And after one day in Karachi, Pakistan, I'll head to Lahore for a few days. So and then I'll head back to Hong Kong. So quite excited for this trip. Yeah, so we just landed in Karachi at like 7 in the morning and still very dark. So yeah, quite excited because before it used to be very hard for like people to enter this country as well because of the visa policy. But now, luckily last year, the Pakistan government made it e-visa for so many passports. So very cool to finally get to see Pakistan for the first time. Yeah, so we're now like waiting for my flight from Karachi to Lahore. So I'll tell you what happened in Karachi because we can't record here, but I'm doing it in secret. Yeah, so we're now boarding our flight to Lahore. So let's see how it goes. So finally, after a long day in Karachi and arriving from Karachi to Lahore, we made it to my hotel room in Lahore. So I chose to stay in Sheraton. So this is what the room looks like. So this is the bedroom, and then the desk as well as the bed. So overall speaking, it's quite good to choose Sheraton because this is like one of the best hotels in Lahore. So yesterday when I was in Karachi, I got stopped by the police when I was like trying to board the taxi because like, you know, in Pakistan they banned the movement of Chinese nationals around the country from like February 1 to February 3 without a bulletproof car. So I stayed in the airport for like the whole day and then board my flight to board my flight from Karachi to Lahore. Then in Lahore, when I get out of the airport, I can make it to my hotel. And that's very grateful. I'm very grateful for that. Then after going from, when I was supposed to go for the tour from Lahore to the Wagah border, the border between India and Pakistan, I got stopped by one of the police officer in the inside the hotel because they said that this movement of Chinese nationals around Pakistan is around from February 1 to February 3. So they cannot move freely without a bulletproof car or a police officer. So yeah, it's quite interesting that I experienced this. So I'm gonna stay in the hotel for the whole day today. And maybe I'll show some parts of it on the video. So it's unfortunate that this bad travel experience happens to you once in a while. So it happened to me for the first time in Pakistan in my life. So yeah, I'll show you what this hotel looks like, 4 Point Sheraton in Lahore. And hopefully tomorrow I can explore Lahore and the Wagah border. So yeah. So now we're trying one of the restaurants in Sheraton, Lahore, and this is the Chinese restaurant. So after we've seen all the facilities and tried all the facilities here, it's good to get some lunch. Finally having dinner in Sheraton's 4 Point, the other restaurant, because one of the restaurants offered Chinese food which I tried for lunch today, and for dinner I'm trying the local restaurant in the hotel. So I got chicken biryani and the traditional milk tea in Pakistan. So yeah, bon appetit to myself. This is the Lahore Fort, but what's interesting is that this part of the fort was built by the Mongol Empire, and the part over there, which is all bricks, is built by the British Empire. So actually one fort with two different empires that built the wall of Lahore Fort. And we can see, I think the inside of the Lahore Fort looks much better from outside, because inside there's a temple right here, but unfortunately it's closed today. But here you can actually see much more better view of the whole Lahore Fort instead of just seeing it from outside. Lahore Fort, they have this jail, which is quite cool actually, because this one used to be the bed in the living area, and this one used to be the open toilet for the people that
ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan.
for the ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan. Yeah. This is one of the most beautiful parts of Lahore Fort, and then we actually got lucky that we got permission to go inside today and see this. Here is the view when you're inside the Lahore Fort, and you can see it's actually very breathtaking, because this used to be the bedroom of one of the important people that used to live in Lahore Fort, but now it's like a tourist attraction and you can actually get a nice view like that. Interesting fact that this Taj Mahal is a replica made with ivory, so it's a gift from the British to Pakistan. So it's interesting that it's in Lahore, Pakistan, but not in New Delhi or in Agra, India. The fun fact of Badshahi Mosque is actually it's the world's largest mosque if you don't compare it with other mosques that have been built in the modern time, because this mosque has been built in like the very early time, like 16th century, right?
Yes, and you can also say that the boundary is its original, so due to it is a big mosque. Otherwise,
So
it is a big mosque in Makkah, Medina.
Yeah, so this boundary is original, haven't been extended since it was built. See here, it's only 100 meters to Delhi Gate by this way, so it's newly restored. So quite glad that I came to Pakistan somehow in the right time to see this. So this is the entrance of the Delhi Gate in Lahore, Pakistan. And the interesting part of this entrance gate is that people who used to need to enter, they need to take a shower first before they can enter the Delhi Gate. But another fun fact is that in New Delhi, they have Lahore Gate, but in Lahore they have Delhi Gate, so it's opposite. And then this gate actually faces to New Delhi, the capital city of India. So we're still in the Delhi Gate, and this is what the market looks like after crossing the narrow road. Famous restaurant in Pakistan. This is like the bread. I can try just a bit. So this is the food that we tried. It's very good.
Message on my WhatsApp and
to the Shalimar Garden, and this is what the entrance looked like. And the inside, it looks maybe like a mosque, but it's not a mosque. It's actually a garden. And it's also undergoing restoration work. Looks like from the inside, you can see the water is actually sprinkled because the tour guide actually asked for the permission. But usually they don't turn it on because of the dengue fever. But luckily today they turned it on, and we can enjoy this view in this garden. So actually, if you look closely, you can see the water is still sparkling here and also here. So it makes the trip to this garden really beautiful. So we're now trying one of the famous dishes in Lahore and Pakistan, which is the chicken with peas and also curry sauce and the bread, and also with the sweet lassi and the sour lassi. They actually have both good taste. And my tour guide's right here. So now we made it to the Wagah border, and then we're gonna watch the ceremony between India and Pakistan. They have this ceremony every day, but unfortunately in the Pakistani side they're still making the stadium, so we'll see the small stadium today.
जाओ या पीछे चले जाओ।
Yeah, so we just finished watching the flag raising ceremony in the Wagah Border between India and Pakistan. I think it's one of the world's coolest borders. I think it's a lifetime experience that you have to do once in your life. So yeah, now heading back to Lahore. First time we're riding a rickshaw in Pakistan, and you can see it's when you ride the rickshaw, you can see it's quite dusty and polluted. So we're in the world's most polluted city. And we get to experience it firsthand if you ride the rickshaw like this. Ankali Bazaar, so this is a very famous bazaar in Lahore. So here you can buy a lot of wedding dress and also the cheap stuff at a cheaper price compared to the Delhi Gate, which is quite nice. So we're now having the chicken biryani and another famous dish in Pakistan, which is the chicken butter chicken. And also right here is the view of Lahore from the top of the restaurant. So it's quite good view and having good food. Of the hotel, and then we'll continue doing some sightseeing around Lahore before we board our flight back to Malaysia and then Hong Kong in the afternoon of today. So this is the first time we see. It's called the Chapuri, and it's an important monument in Lahore, Pakistan. But then, yeah, we can only see it from here because like inside they don't allow the tourists to go inside today. This is the Minar-e-Pakistan, but unfortunately we cannot get very close. But even though you get very close, there's a fence around it. So my tour guide suggested I just come here and take a photo of it or a picture. But from a bird's eye view, it's very nice. While you're enjoying this bird's eye view of Minar-e-Pakistan, you can also see the life of the people downstairs. They also sell the chai tea, and also the roads is a bit dirty. But then this is a good experience. You see a country that's very different from your home country. The Akbar Sari, and you can see it's right here, but we cannot get close because it's undergoing restoration work. So here they have many different kinds of tombs, which will we see today.
The light.
Oh yeah.
Yes, on the light.
So we're now inside the tomb of the Fort Mongol Jahan Khan, the Fort Mongol Emperor. So it's very nice. His tomb is maybe one of the prettiest tombs I have seen. Yeah, in one of the prettiest tombs I have ever seen in my life. So we're getting closer and closer. So this is his tomb, and wow, I think it's one of the prettiest tombs ever. The fact of this tomb is that it's actually one of the most beautiful ones in the subcontinent of South Asia, after the Taj Mahal in Agra. So when you see this architecture, it somehow reminds you of the Taj Mahal. Yeah, and when you look closer, you can also see the entrance to this tomb also resembles the architecture and style of the buildings in Taj Mahal. Of their light is very interesting because like not all the tombs in Pakistan have this, but only the one with the very important people. So from a naked eye you could see it's just this color, but when you get closer and use the torch you can see it actually changed the color. On the way out of the tomb, we can actually see that they maintain some of the rooms that he have used, which is like this. They haven't restored it yet, but It looks very historical, so you can see the bricks right here haven't been changed since the time this place has been built. Another tomb, but then this is the tomb of the father of who was buried, like the son who was buried in Taj Mahal. The daughter in Taj Mahal. So it's very interesting that the father is buried here in Lahore, Pakistan, in this tomb, but then the daughter is buried in Agra, Agra, India, in Taj Mahal. They made it to the tomb, and this is what the tomb looks like. We're not going to try the national drink in Pakistan, which is the sugar cane juice. So they produce it very fresh. There's the sugar cane, and they use the machine, and they put it into a cup like this, and then they'll put it into a glass. So you can see it right here. I try a famous restaurant called Tabak in Lahore. It's interesting that this restaurant has been established in 1977. When you look closely to the sign up there, so this restaurant has been established before the partition between India and Pakistan. We're having the chicken biryani and the chicken. Which one is this one? Chicken.
It's chicken handi.
Chicken handi and the other food with my tour guide, my security guard, and also driver. Very interesting experience. So
Sweet lassi.
And the sweet lassi. So quite excited to have this final meal before leaving Pakistan. We're leaving Lahore, and then this is the international airport departure of Lahore. And it looks a bit old, but it's very cool. So we're not going to board the flight to Kuala Lumpur. Then from Kuala Lumpur, we're going back to Hong Kong. So it's my trip back home is like from Lahore to Kuala Lumpur, then Kuala Lumpur back to Hong Kong. So yeah, and this is what the airport looks like. It's a bit old, the airport, but then quite cool to see an airport quite different than what you're used to back home in Hong Kong. As you can see the signs and also the board around. Alright, so we're going to take the plane from Lahore to Kuala Lumpur. So this is what the airport looks like. To the business class cabin of Milando Air. Oh, sorry, Batik Air, because it's used to be called Milando Air, and business class seat looks very nice, but then I'm taking economy. So now we made it to the economy class cabin of Milando Air and Batik Air. The cabin looks quite nice. We got into Batik Air. The chair looks very nice for economy, and also the legroom is quite okay. And yeah, we're ready for takeoff, and then we'll reach Kuala Lumpur in around 6 hours. Yeah, so now we're just getting off the flight, and economy seats are okay, and then now we're heading to the hotel to rest. Yeah, so now we made it to Malaysia, so one final stop until we reach Hong Kong. So it's unfortunate from Pakistan to Hong Kong there's no direct flight, so I have to fly from Lahore to Kuala Lumpur, then stay in a hotel for 1 day, and then fly from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong. This is the cheapest way, and even booking the hotel is quite cheap here. But then the fun fact is that if I fly with Thai Airways by Bangkok, from Lahore to Bangkok, and then from Bangkok to Hong Kong, it costs a lot. So that's why I chose the route from Lahore to Kuala Lumpur, then Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong. Although I spend more time, but at least I get to go here for a day and enjoy the city center before going back home to Hong Kong for work. Our hotel is called Hilton Garden Inn, and the reason why I booked this hotel is like it's only like $200 for one night, 200 Hong Kong dollars, so that's why I think it's a good deal. So now I'm gonna check into my hotel and then sleep for a night and then board my flight back to Hong Kong. So now checking into our hotel. Sorry, we already get the hotel. So this is what it looks like. Put the room card. And the toilet looks quite nice, and then not bad for 200 Hong Kong dollars per night, because like get to experience staying in Hilton and also get to experience the facilities of this hotel. If you're outside my hotel, you can see the Petronas Twin Tower and most of Kuala Lumpur, and also the old way how people live. So actually this hotel is quite good price and also quite good view. So, but unfortunately I need to rush back to the airport. So yeah, then I rush back to the airport and then take my flight to Hong Kong. This time I'm going to take the KLI Express from Kuala Lumpur Central Station to the airport. Actually been here like maybe 4 or 5 times, but I never did it, so quite excited to try something new. Taking the train to Kuala Lumpur, and it's like first come first serve for the seat. And actually the seat here looks quite good. This is the last meal before we leave Kuala Lumpur, and I missed the last nasi lemak and this coffee a lot, because last time I was here I didn't try this, but luckily today I have some time before I board my flight back home to Hong Kong. It actually has been quite a fun journey to go from Hong Kong to Turkey, Istanbul, then from Istanbul, Turkey to Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, then from Turkmenistan back to Istanbul, then from Istanbul to Karachi, Pakistan, then from Karachi, Pakistan to Lahore, then from Lahore to Kuala Lumpur. So it's been a very crazy trip for this Chinese New Year holiday, but now heading back home for work. Yeah, that's the sad reality. Every holiday comes to an end.